Hello everyone, welcome to EduTab. This video is going to be very helpful for those aspirants who have been preparing either for SEBI Grade A or PFRDA Grade A examinations. Why is it so? Because if we talk about today, that is on 6th of September, the day on which I'm recording this video, PFRDA Grade A Phase 1 exam happened. And if we talk about IFSCA, we know that the notification has been announced and the exam is going to be conducted on 11th of October. That is the phase 1 examination, right? So as a part of this video, we are going to see that how you can use your SEBI or PFRDA preparation in order to crack IFSCA, because we know that if you talk about the syllabus of these examinations, it is very much overlapping, right? So we are going to see those overlapping areas and the non-overlapping areas also as a part of this video, and it is going to be very helpful for all of you. But before we proceed forward, here is a small announcement. So basically we know that PYQs play a very important role no matter what examination you are appearing for, including IFSCA grade A. So what you can do, you can go to the description box, click over the link, and from there you can download these PYQs that will help you to understand the trend, pattern and difficulty level with respect to this examination, right? So go and download it. Now let us talk about basically the overlapping areas with respect to these examinations with respect to phase 1, right? So first of all, let us talk about phase 1 and then we will see the phase 2 also. And I would say the pattern is going to remain the same with respect to the exam. Firstly, the phase 1 is there, the phase 2 is there, and thirdly the interview is there, right? So this thing is going to remain the same. I hope you know that chronology. Now if you talk about phase 1 with respect to SEBI, you can see that in case of SEBI we have paper 1 and paper 2, and same thing is there in case of PFRDA also, and the same thing is there in case of IFSC also, right? If we talk about the syllabus with respect to paper 1, what do we have? We have general awareness, we have English, we have quants, and we have reasoning. In general awareness, they are specifically mentioned that including some questions related to financial sector, right? And if you see PFRDA syllabus also, English, quants, reasoning and GA, and here also they have mentioned very specifically financial sector. And if you see IFSCA also, you can see GA, English, quants and reasoning, right? And in case of GA, here also they have mentioned the financial sector. So I would say no change in, I would say, syllabus is there as far as these three examinations are concerned. The only change in difference could be with respect to number of questions. For example, you can see over here no specificity had been added that from which area they are going to act, they are going to ask how many number of questions. They have just mentioned 100 over here and 100 over here, whereas in case of PFRDA, they are saying that they are going to ask 20 questions from each section, from each component as a part of the paper 1, whereas if you talk about IFSCA, here they have mentioned 25 questions. So the difference is with respect to number of questions, but with respect to, I would say, syllabus, there is no change, right? So of course you can use your same SEBI or PFRDA preparation in order to prepare for IFSC also. The only thing that you can add is basically, of course, you should look into PYQs, and apart from that, please go for mock test papers also, right? So that should be sufficient as far as this paper 1 is concerned. Now if you talk about paper 2 as a part of phase 1 in case of SEBI, for general stream, you can see we have components like commerce, we have accountancy, we have management, we have finance, we have costing, Companies Act and economics, right? So this is about paper 2 of phase 1 as as a part of SEBI syllabus, right? And if you talk about paper 2 of phase 1 for PFRDA, you can see same thing is there except one component, that is pension sector. So you can see here also we have commerce, accountancy, management, finance, costing, Companies Act, economics, and pension sector is also there, which is not there in case of SEBI, right? And if you talk about IFSCA, in case of IFSCA with respect to paper 2, I would say almost same components are there, with an exception of few components, like for example they have added some kind of other specificities also. For example, if you see over here, they have specifically talked about current events of national and international importance. They're also mentioning economic and social development, and over there they have given a, I would say, syllabus with respect to that, right? Then we have commerce, accountancy, management. Then we have finance, costing, Indian economy. Then we have global economy also, 5-year plans, central government's initiatives, schemes in the financial sector. Now, pension sector is over here also, but the point is that pension sector is there in phase 2 in case of IFSC, not in case of phase 1. So if we have to summarize that, what are the components that are common in case of, I would say, paper 2 of phase 1. So you can look at this chart over here, right? So commerce is common in all the papers, account is also common, accountancy is also common, management is common, then we have finance, cost and economics, right? So these are the components which are going to be overlapping areas with respect to paper 2 of phase 1. What are the non-overlapping areas? Those areas that have been mentioned very specifically with respect to these examinations. For example, if we talk about IFSCA, very specifically they have mentioned in phase 2, sorry, in paper 2, that they are going to ask questions regarding GK and current affairs, then the economic and social development also, then we have Indian economy and global economy. Now no doubt that this component is going to be very much overlapping to the economics that is mentioned over here, right? No doubt regarding that. But since they have mentioned it specifically, that's why I've added it separately as a part of this list. Then we have 5-year plans also, which is nothing. It is also a part of economy, but they have mentioned it in a separate format, right? Then we have government schemes in financial sector, right? And then if you talk about Companies Act is there in case of, I would say, SEBI and PFRDA, but it is not there in case of IFSCA. So if you have prepared Companies Act for SEBI and PFRDA, then it is not going to be helpful in case of, I would say, IFSCA, because it is not required over here, right? If you talk about pension sector, we have seen pension sector is there in case of PFRDA, not in case of SEBI, but it is also not there in case of IFSCA phase 1, but pension sector is going to be there in case of phase 2, which we will see afterwards, right? So that is the point of difference. Apart from that, regarding, I would say, paper 1 of phase 1, no difference is there with respect to approach or with respect to the components. The only thing, I'm again repeating, the only thing that you have to consider is the PYQ, so that basically you can match the difficulty level of the questions. Apart from that, no doubt, please give mock tests also, because they will help you in time management as well as to tackle diversity of questions, right? So that is the idea. I hope the overlapping areas and the non-overlapping areas with respect to phase 1 are clear to you. Now if you talk about the next one, it is the phase 2, right? Now if you talk about phase 2 paper 1, over here things are similar. We have English here also, descriptive test, English here also. As a part of this one, they have mentioned very precisely precise writing, essay and comprehension. And if you see PFRDA also, the same English paper is here, which is regarding the descriptive test, right? So this is going to be an overlapping factor. If we talk about next paper, which is SEBI, now here I would like to add some extra important information. When you see, I would say, phase 1 of SEBI, and if you talk very specifically regarding paper 2, you can see that the subjects that are mentioned in case of phase 1 paper 2, the same subjects are mentioned in case of phase 2 also. What can we conclude from that? We can easily conclude that while you are covering these topics for paper 2 of phase 1 with respect to SEBI, you have to cover them in a detailed manner. You have to cover them in a detailed manner. You don't have to do any kind of superficial study. Why? Because the same subjects would be required to clear the phase 2 also, right? And we know that phase 2 is going to play a very important role with respect to your merit list, right? So in case of phase 1, even if we have a pre-decided cutoff, that's okay, right? But I would say that you should not go with this cutoff. Why? Because you have to do detailed preparation with respect to paper 2, because these paper 2 subjects are going to come in case of phase 2 also. So you will have to put 100% energy with respect to that, because phase 2 is something that is going to be an important criteria with respect to the selection, your selection in the merit list, right? So this is very important that you need to know. Unlike SEBI, if you talk about IFSCA, in IFSCA also you can see a lot of overlapping areas were there with respect to paper 2, right? If you compare it with SEBI. But unlike IFSCA, the scenario is that if you see the phase 2 of IFSCA, these components are not relevant with respect to phase 2. Why? Because phase 2 syllabus is totally different. Over here they expect you to know about IFSCA Act, about budget and economic survey, about banking, capital market. Now the insurance component is also there. Now this is going to be helpful for those students who are preparing for IRDI, right? Because over there you prepare for this insurance component also. But this is something that is going to be additional effort for those students who have never studied insurance, and also you cannot afford to skip insurance. Why? Because we know that in case of IFSCA, 85% of the weightage in the merit list is for the phase 2, whereas only 15% contribution is going to be from the interview side, right? So बहुत ही important है phase 2, so you cannot afford to skip or you cannot afford to compromise with any component with respect to phase 2, right? So that is going to be a priority. So insurance भी आपको करना होगा, और ये जो pension fund है ये भी आपका यहाँ पर आ गया, and pension fund is something, pension sector is something you have already covered under PFRDA phase 1, right? So you have covered it over here. Now this is going to be helpful helpful for phase 2 of IFSCA, right? So it is going to reduce your efforts. Now, apart from that, I would say you can see other components are also mentioned in case of IFSCA very specifically. For example, the GIFT City, GIFT IFSC, IFSCA, right? Then the global financial sectors. Now, in order to see the detailings with respect to the syllabus, the decoded version, we have already uploaded separate videos on our channel, right? You just have to open the decoded syllabus video, and over there you can see that what you have to study under these components and what are the sources that you can follow, right? So for that purpose, you have to see another video that is, of course, that is there as a part of our IFSCA graded playlist on the same YouTube channel, right? But I hope now you have a clarity regarding that what you have to cover and how you can use your SEBI preparation or PFRDA preparation for phase 1 and phase 2 of IFSCA, right? If you see in case of PFRDA over here also, there are a lot of similarities, of course, except one component, which is pension sector, right? So what does it mean? It basically means that while you're preparing these components as a part of PFRDA phase 1, you have to put your 100% energy because the same components are required for the phase 2 preparation also, right? But currently I would say PFRDA exam has already happened, phase 1 has happened, phase 2 is going to be conducted. SEBI notification has not been announced yet, so we are still waiting for the notification. But regarding IFSCA, the notification has announced, so you that should be a primary priority as a part of this point of time, right? So I hope it is clear to you. Apart from that, another point that I would like to add is that please do not fall into this trap of cutoff over here, right? Though yes, no doubt that with respect to phase 1, you have to just cross this pre-decided cutoff that is mentioned in the notification. But for phase 2, your target should be to secure maximum marks, because of course this is going to be added as a part of the final merit list. So this cutoff is of no use. Don't try to target this amount of marks as a part of your preparation. You have to maximize your score in case of phase 2 so that ultimately your chances of selection get increased, right? So if we summarize, so you can see commerce and accountancy, management, finance, costing, economics, Company Act, and IFSC Act 2019. No, sorry, not IFSC Act. This is something non-overlapping. So up till here, up till Companies Act, I would say your efforts are going to get reduced with respect to the preparation of IFSCA. The same knowledge that you have used in that you have gained in case of SEBI and PFRDA preparation, you can use the same knowledge to prepare for IFSCA also. Apart from that, the other components that are non-overlapping with respect to IFSCA, you can see IFSCA Act is there. Then in pension financial system, they have mentioned very specifically regarding banking, capital market, right? So these are the components that I would say you prepare in case of finance also, that you prepare for SEBI or PFRDA. But the point is that since they have mentioned it as a separate category, that is why we have added it over here separately as a part of the list, right? But I hope you have the clarity what you have to cover over here. Then we have insurance and pension funds. Pension fund is something that is non-overlapping in case of phase 2, but of course pension fund you are going to prepare in case of phase 1 with respect to PFRDA if you have prepared for this examination, right? So from there it is going to help you. Now bullion market, again it is mentioned very specifically as a part of the syllabus. You can see it over here. So though I would say you prepare it in case of examinations like RBI and all, but over there the preparation is pretty much superficial, right? But here it is mentioned very specifically, so you have to enter into details because questions can be asked from this area, right? Then of course the last is the pension of the retirement sector, NPS APY, that is there in case of PFRDA, and I would say this is there in case of IFSCA phase 2 also, right? So this is the, I would say, summary, the last summary with respect to the overlapping and the non-overlapping areas, and I hope now you have a better clarity regarding your scope of preparation. Now before I end the session, let me also tell you that how EduTap can help you as a part of your examination in case if you do not want to go for self-study. For example, I would say if you want to go for self-study, I would say that could be the best choice, right? But let us say if you're not able to do so, maybe because of time constraints or maybe because of lack of access to resources, because resources are pretty much scattered, right? So for that purpose you can check these courses also that we are providing. So first of all, I would say we provide two types of courses with respect to IFSCA. The first is gold and the second is silver. With respect to gold, you can get content for both phase 1 and phase 2. That is going to include the revision live classes, the concept classes, concept notes, and the mock tests also, right? And with respect to silver course, you can see that we provide content for phase 2 only. Let us say you're already prepared for phase 1, quants, reasoning, English and GA, right? And you know about the paper 2 subjects also, like commerce, accountancy, all those kind of subjects. So you don't need to purchase gold 2, you can gold course, you can just go for silver course only, that is providing content for the phase 2. And this is the price for which you can avail, I would say, this course from our website, right? And in case if you want to check the quality of content, then what you can do, you can go and join our free starter pack of 15 days. And if it suits you, if it suits your style of preparation, then you can definitely check it out, right? Because this will give you an idea that how the overall course looks like. So that is something that you can do, and it is free of cost. So thank you so much and all the best. In case you have any question, any doubt, please write it in the comment box. So thank you so much and all the best for your examination.